Iboru, Iboya, Ibocheche, y'all. I come today, not really in the name of Ifa, but in the name of the underground gang, the ancestors, to discuss the energy of this new year, 2026. The ancestors were talking about the air element being very dominant this year. What does that mean? That means we will be dealing with a lot of instability because they were showing me that not really standing on stable ground. So a lot of things will be left undone, unsaid, no matter how much you push. And they were saying to strive on getting things done as much as they can and moving on to the next thing and being very flexible, loose. They're saying that there's a lot of variables that will be in play when it comes to our lives in 2026. A lot of hearsay will be going on. Again, you're dealing with the air energy, a lot of conflicts that we must avoid, whether that is with friends, family, people in positions of power, especially the people holding the mic. People, when they speak, they listen, and to be mindful of that. People who hold certain authorities like parents, etc., etc. This is the year where we get our priorities in order and we really tighten up on our finances, because there's a lot of thing in the upper, I would say, big boys, that we must listen, but also use a discerning mind and ear when it comes to it. And they pointed out with finances to be like the squirrel and to save, right? And also dealing with inner storms, our inner conflicts and conflicts with people in a gentler manner. Again, with 2026, we're basically cleaning up and also dismantling at the same time what happened in 2025. So again, a lot of upheaval, a lot of things being said, a lot of things going on at once, and for us to tighten our finances and really stick to what we need versus what we want, because ancestors were stressing that a lot. You may think that you want something, but that is not something that you necessarily need in this year, and to be like the squirrel and save aggressively for when things tighten up, because they will tighten up, or a lot of things will unravel where you're going to need that cushion just in case. Okay? We want to be mindful with our words also too, and that we don't get things out of hand. So I hope that helped. When the letter of the year comes out from Cuba and the official big heads, I'll come back and speak of what Ifa speaks about, Luz. And the ancestors are telling me that also respiratory, anything dealing with air, so our lungs, our words, but basically our health. And we're not a doctor, we don't, please, I'm putting out that disclaimer, to be mindful of that, and contagious diseases that that comes with air, so colds, and that deals with the respiratory system, to be mindful of that. Again, when the letra de año comes out, we'll see what it is, and we'll compare it to what the ancestors say. But big on words, being mindful of our words, clarifying, if we can, misunderstandings in a calm manner, because that's going to be big. Our words, our mindset, anything dealing with the air element, okay? Not only in our interpersonal relationships with coworkers and family and such, but also what we're telling ourselves, what we're paying attention to, and what seeds we're planting in our mind. Okay, so I hope this helped, and I will see you in the next video.